So hello guys, now we'll see how to make a route plan in Transas 𝗥𝗢𝗧𝗘. So to make a route plan, for you have to go to task list, go to route planning, click over here, and you'll see a tab like this. Now there are two options: either you can make a new route or you can load a route which you have previously made. So to load a previous route, just means select any route which you have. So now normally I numbered it serial wise. So once you load a route, you will see this blue color. When the route is into planning mode, the route is in blue color. Once the route is in monitoring mode, the route will turn into red color. That's just an color indication they have given. So as now this is in planning mode, so this route is in blue color. If I'll put this route into monitoring, the route color will change, this line color will change, and it will turn into red. So that's just an indication. So this is how you load a route. But let us see how we make a route. So this is a tab. So I'll click over here, new, and you can see on my cursor. So anywhere whenever I click, if I, for example, I just zoom out. If I'll click over here, left click, and then you can just like a normal computer, you can drag your mouse and click anywhere you like. And that's how you can. And when you want to end this route, all you have to do is right click. So once you have clicked right, your route will be finished, means you can finish editing your route. But again, if you want to add a waypoint or edit a waypoint, you have to come here, waypoint editor, click over here, and your cursor will turn into square box. You can see over here it's square. So if you want to, for example, in between these two waypoints, you want to insert a waypoint, left click, select, and drag your mouse. That's it, you have inserted a route. Again, now let us see over here. If you want to insert a waypoint, make sure you have this waypoint editor is on. Once you have clicked this, your mouse is in squared box. If I click right on my mouse, this waypoint editing is gone. Now if I want to edit this, now as you can see it's on view mode, so it's not in waypoint editor. Again I have to go here, waypoint editor, click over here, and now you can see my cursor is in square box. So again, now if I want to insert a waypoint, just left click and drag my mouse. That's it. So you have inserted a waypoint. Again, if I want to add more waypoints, anywhere, left click, select, and drag anywhere. Now if I want to delete a waypoint, left click is for selecting that waypoint, and now right click, it will delete. Left click on that waypoint and right click to delete that waypoint. Same, left click, right click, it will delete that waypoint. So that's how you add or delete a waypoint. So now if I want to extend this waypoint number 8, if I want to extend this, all I have to do is select and just drop it, and now I can continue making it, means taking it up north if I want. Once I want to finish this editing, all I have to do is right click, and that's gone. So now when you see a square thing, this means it's in waypoint editor. You can still edit this, or you can still take this up, and I want to finish this, right click, finish. If I again click one more right, so now it's in cursor mode. Now I cannot edit. For editing, same, I have to come back into waypoint editor. So that's about waypoint editing. So now if you want to change cross track distance, all you have to double click, select, and you can from your cursor you can increase or decrease. You can move your cursor up and down or left or right, it will move. So that's once you will come on board, once you will move your mouse, you will come to know how to. Or you can just from the keyboard directly, you can press the how much, like for 1 nautical mile you want, you can just press 100. It will, for example, if I want this into 1 nautical mile on keyboard, I'll press 100, 100. So 1 nautical mile, right? It's 1 nautical mile. That's how you can do. Or normally I don't do that. Normally I would just move my mouse, as you can see in there. If I move my mouse, I'll just try to zoom out. If I'll move my mouse, it will, or if I move my cursor over here, it will just increase or decrease this waypoint. So normally I change this waypoints from my I change this cross-check distance from my mouse itself. It's very easy for me. Now they have given one extra option. If you want the same cross-check distance, let me just make both of them 1 nautical mile. So now if I want this cross-check distance for the whole waypoint below, all I have to do is come right click, and here you can see fill cells down or fill cells up. So if you click fill cells down, the same information, cross-check distance, same 1 nautical mile will be copied down, and all have turned into 1 nautical mile. So if I, for example, now here, if I want to reduce this waypoint, I can reduce cross-check distance, sorry. Now if I want all of the above waypoints to be turned into cross-check distance into 0.9 nautical mile, again right click and fill cells up, and all of the above waypoint cross-check distance will turn into 0. So that's how you can increase or decrease your cross-check distance. That's how you can increase or decrease your turning radius. You can select and move your mouse. That's how I do. I normally move my mouse up and down, left, right, and I would change this turning radius if I want to. So that's how you can turn in your waypoint, and that's how, if you want to delete a waypoint, you just have to select, right click, and you can delete from here also. Do you want to delete the selected waypoint? Yes. Or you can delete via this waypoint editor. Go to waypoint editor, select any waypoint, left click, selecting, right click it. So you can delete waypoint by selecting from here, or from directly from here, from inside the route. So whenever you make a route, whenever you have a route, it has 3 options over here. The first one is waypoints, where you will see this distance between the 2 legs, total distance, cross-check distance, turning radius. The second one is schedule, which I normally do not use, so I don't use them. The third one is extra data. Here you can name your waypoint if you want. For example, pilot drop point, berth. If, for example, I would want this waypoint to be named pilot boarding ground, enter, and this waypoint is named for your reference when you want to calculate known distance. In remarks, you can write position fixing interval, watch level, security level, and position fixing method. Here you can write, so you don't need to create an extra user map for this. So this is a good thing over here, that in remark you can write this. Let me just show you one by example. I'll just load my another route, previous route. As you can see, this is my previous route, where I've put in my remarks. See, you can see I've written position verification interval 30 minutes or less via visual radar, GPS, security level 1, watch keeping level 4. So here in remarks itself you can write, and it will be reflected on your route. So you can see over here it is reflected inside of your route in whichever waypoint, and whatever waypoint you name them. For example, now here I've named my waypoint 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗘 exchange. So the name of the waypoint is 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗘. So that's for reference. You can do that. Pilot station, channel exist, 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗘 exchange. That's how you can name your waypoints, pilot to pilot. So that's an easy reference for you. Now in the edit option, here you can, I've never used this advanced cursor options. Here reverse. In reverse, if you click, your total route will be, your waypoint number 0 will turn into the last waypoint, and last waypoint will turn into the first waypoint. So basically just from 0 to 100, it will turn 100 to 0, like this. Just a normal reversing of route. Link route, you can link 2 routes together. First, what you have to do is load a route and click on link route, and load the second route which you want to link. So that's how you can link 2 routes. So once if you want to link, actually you just have to practice it, how to link. So that's how you can link. Load the first route and then click over here and load the second route. It will load that route. But make sure when you link the first route, last waypoint, the first route, last waypoint will be linked to the second route's waypoint. So that's how it is. So I don't want to go more into it, and you'll get confused. So once you're on board, you can try it out. over here. So how to link a route. To delete a route, you can click from here, go delete, and delete any route which you want. That's an option. Shift route, I've never used it. So here, if you want to calculate a distance between two waypoints, for example, just for like this is how what second mate needs. So that's how you can calculate the distance between two waypoints. Now, but sometime you won't. Now you can see those values. Everything over here is coming. You know, everything is fine. Let me just show you. Where is my route? Sometime it might happen that you are not able to see any values over here. Let me just see. So now you can see there is no data being displayed over here. Sometime it's very rare, but it might happen with you. So then what you have to do is check your waypoints. Like one of the reason for no data coming over here is, as you can see, there is total distance, it's missing. Here also the distance is missing. One of the reason can be your distance between two waypoints. In a route, the distance between two waypoints is too short. For example, here, the last waypoint number 14 and waypoint number 13, these are too close. So your distance will not come. Means you don't, or I would say you will not see any values. And you will not be able to put this route into monitoring also. So what you can do is, you can continue seeing on the screen. If I'll delete that, you can see over here your distance has started coming back. It has started showing back your distance and all everything. And now if you check your route, you can put into monitoring. Now to put a route into monitoring, there are two options. First is either you can go to task list, go to monitoring over here, and here into route monitoring column you can select a route. But normally whenever you select a route, always it will say that you must check a route. For example, let me just select any route, a random route. Okay, I'll click over here. It will say route must be checked for dangers. So it's always like you have to check for dangers. So it's very impossible that you can load a route directly from here, because always it will say that your route must be checked for dangers. So instead of loading a route from here into from route monitoring, what I do is I'll close this. I normally go to route planning. Here, whichever route I want to load, for example, this 𝗣𝗟𝗧𝗘 to Ratu, let's just take this example. This route I want to load. What I have to do is come over here in route planning, come to check route, click over this play button, and it will check for all the dangers. Then you have to accept the route checking results, because just by checking route you cannot put this route into monitoring. For let's just say now I have just checked the route. If I click monitoring, again it is saying route must be checked for dangers. So you must accept this and accept route checking. And again you must click, would you like to check the voyage plan report? You have to click yes. If you click no, means basically it is saying that you want to click a voyage, you want to make a voyage report or no. If you make no, again you won't be able to click put this route into monitoring. So this is my route for at present over here. So I'm unable to put this route into monitoring. So let me just begin from the start from the beginning. First you have to come over here, click on route check. It will check your route. Then you must accept the route dangers, and then again you have to click yes. It will give you a voyage report. Then you can close your report, and now you can put this into monitoring. And now you can see this is turned into red. As I was telling before, a route which is into monitoring mode, it will be turned into red. Now a small tip which I want to tell you is, you can only put your route into monitoring if your computer if your 𝗥𝗢𝗧𝗘 is in master mode. If this was in slave mode, you cannot put a route into monitoring. Same goes for user map. If you want to put your user map into monitoring, you have to select from the master.